at McDonald's.
Welcome back to 4029 Sports, and as we promised, we have a special guest, the co-host of The Zoo weekdays on ESPN 99.5. He also hosts the post-game show for Razorback football, Steve Weimer, joining us on the program. Now, Steve, my first question for you, we'll skip past what went wrong, because it seemed like everything went wrong for the Razorbacks.
Yes, it did.
Yesterday against Alabama. So we'll focus on the future. We'll move forward. What does this team have to work on during their bye week coming up?
They have to work somehow on some kind of offensive continuity. They have got to find a way to establish something of a passing game, because right now they're just not scaring any opposing defenses out there. Alex Collins and Jonathan Williams are doing everything that they possibly can. They have got to find a way to get Brandon Allen settled down. They have got to find a good core of receivers. They may need to start looking a little bit younger. Elvis Hartfield maybe need to be a guy that you need to be looking at. Any number of things that they need to do, but they've got at least 2 weeks to figure this out, because they got a very tough test coming up next week with Auburn.
All right, my next question to you. Obviously, there's a lot of questions on either side of the ball, but the biggest question recently is Brandon Allen. It seems like his production has gotten less and less or more and more erratic as weeks have gone on. What do they need to fix? What's wrong with Brandon Allen?
Right now, Brandon Allen's an accuracy issue right now, and all the announcers pointed it out during the game. He's sailing balls high. He's kicking it off their feet. He's throwing it behind him. He's throwing it in front of him. Guys are having to stretch out for the football with him. He's not hitting anybody in stride. He's not giving receivers opportunity for yards after the catch. You always talk about Yak. Yak is a huge important thing, especially in a pro-style offense. They have to be able to have that. Until he can get his feet situated, I just don't see how he's going to be able to improve the problem.
All right, another question I've been asked quite a bit. I'm sure on your radio program it's been asked to you quite a bit too. You look at the remainder of the schedule: Auburn, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, LSU. A lot of teams there that can give this team problems, and we've seen how they've lost 4 games in a row. They haven't won a game yet in the SEC. So the question on a lot of people's minds: will this team win a game again this season?
I think that they will. I still don't think that they're as bad as Mississippi State. Mississippi State is an atrocious football team. They have no identity on offense. They're a lot worse off than Arkansas is right now. Auburn right now is playing with a lot of confidence. They just got done beating the number 7 team in the country. You've got Ole Miss, who just got done beating the number 6 team in the country. And then LSU, they're still vying for an SEC West position here. So Arkansas is going to have a tough road ahead of them. But Mississippi State seems to be a team that they're going to get one conference win. That's going to be it.
Fair enough. And Mississippi State in Little Rock tends to work out well for the Razorbacks, so we'll pay attention to that. In the meantime, the Hawks have a week off. They face Auburn in 2 weeks, but we'll send it back to the news desk.
This weekend.